this, Patricia, is the secret bookcase. This is the entrance to the annex.
That's right, that's right. Yes, they had to hide the entrance to the annex, so as if it wasn't, there was no entrance at all.
Right. So, a very heavy bookcase with a door behind it. Can we see?
Yeah, sure.
This is the largest room in the annex.
Yes, it was the common living room. This is where they had their dinners and their breakfasts and everything.
Mm-hmm. Again, having to be very quiet during the day.
Yes, they had to be. And maybe they could make a little bit more noise here because the other rooms were downstairs and closer to the workers in the company. But still, they had to be really quiet.
Right. And this had a rudimentary kitchen and a stove, which the stove was very important.
Yes, they used it for heating things, of course, but also they had to to get away with all the rubbish and all the leftovers, and they were burned in the stove.
Mm-hmm. So there'd be no trace of them outside. They couldn't carry anything out. There couldn't be any...
Well, they could probably give some to the helpers. But of course, some people in the offices knew about the people in hiding, so they helped them with food and supplies and books and everything. Mm-hmm. So they might have been able to take some things outside, but most of it they had to burn.
Right. And this is Anne's bedroom.
It's Anne's bedroom, and she shared it with Mr. Pfeffer. So the two of them were here.
So an adult man and Anne sleeping in here for a long, long time.
She wasn't really happy with that. No, we can read that in the diary.
And the windows, was she able to look outside here, or the curtains had to stay closed?
Yes, they had to stay. They couldn't open the windows, they couldn't take away the curtains because of, you never knew who could see you outside and who could betray you. Yeah. So they had to really be secret. She was a very lively girl, and it's hard to imagine being such a girl, being confined to certain area for 25 months.
And this way, we have some more rooms. And this is the lavatory, which she speaks about too, having a little private time in here was such a treasure for her, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But again, sharing this with 8 people can't have been easy.
No, you're right about that.
And the times that they could use the sink and the toilet were limited, right? Because they had to be so quiet.
That's it. During the day, they couldn't flush the toilet because downstairs there were people working, and not everyone inside the building knew that there were people in hiding in here. So they had to be really, really quiet. And it's an old building, so when you walk around, they have creepy floors. Yeah. So it must have been very difficult for them.
Yeah. And this was access to the attic.
That's right.
Steep stairs.
This was Peter Van Pels's room, and here you have the stairs right onto the attic, and you can see there's a window out there, and that was the only place they could actually see outside.
Right, and that's where they could look at the tree, where Anne could sit.
That's it.
And talk about the
tree.
Yes. Yeah. And how important was that to her? How much comfort did she find?
Well, when you look at the diary and see the entries on the tree, you find that it's really a big comfort to her. It resembles freedom and fresh air and being able to go outside, which of course she didn't have, and she couldn't go outside. So in a way, the tree for her was a symbol of freedom.
And this was the place that she would also retreat to sometimes with Peter.
Yes. That's the other reason why the attic was important to her. She had a little crush on Peter, and they spent their time together in the attic.